Hard to believe, but Oktoberfest is going to kick off just a few weeks from now. Preparations are well underway, and that includes the naming of the royal family. And tonight, our News 8 Now's Ken Kozarowski is live at Copeland Park, where we just learned the identities of this year's parade marshals.
That is exactly right, Amy. Thanks for having me here at Copeland Park in La-Crosse, where, as you mentioned, we've recently heard Oktoberfest officials naming the two newest marshals for the two parades of Oktoberfest, the Torchlight and the Maple Leaf Parade. We have the reception line, in fact, right behind me. I'm going to step aside. The community is out in droves. The food is smelling fantastic. It's just insane. This is my first time being in this area for this kind of Oktoberfest celebration. But as we near one of the marshals, let's introduce you to him. The Torchlight Parade on the La-Crosse's north side will have Mike Jorgensen leading the way. Jorgensen has served as a La-Crosse firefighter for 34 years. His wife actually used to live right by the Torchlight Parade route, and it was a special tradition for her family. So now Mike and Penny will get to introduce it to their grandkids this year.
They have never seen it because they live out of town. So they're getting out of school to come and watch the Torchlight Parade, and we're so excited to share that.
And they have the lederhosen and dirndls as well, so they are really excited.
Now, as a firefighter, Jorgensen played a big role in modernizing the fire department. He still also gives his time to teach stress management for local emergency first responders who have just gone through responding to a traumatic event. Now, the Maple Leaf Parade Marshal this year, I should say, is Dave Giefer. Dave knows Oktoberfest extremely well. He has volunteered for this for over 30 years. He was also on the board of directors.
I've worked the working side of Fest for 30-some years, helping out in one way or another. And now being part of the royal family would be fun to do the parades every weekend somewhere else, do the schools, the nursing homes. I'm pretty excited about that part of Fest.
And of course, Dave has been very active in the community, as most of these parade marshals are. It's the reason why they're nominated by their peers, former marshals. Dave retired as La Crosse Center's food and beverage manager earlier this year, but he's been a big part of the JC's program, Toys for Tots, serving as Santa Claus during Rotary Lights. He's seemingly everywhere all at once. And you've probably seen some of his volunteer work by just looking up in the sky, because in the early 80s, he was integral to getting a U.S. flag atop Grandad Bluff. So, two very deserving marshals for this year's Oktoberfest festival that's celebrating over 60 years of a La Crosse tradition. Torchlight Parade, 7 o'clock, September 29th, and then Maple Leaf Parade, 10 a.m. on Saturday, October 1st. And we will be live streaming that Maple Leaf Parade on our 8.2 channel. Amy, you and Jordan will be on the call. I'm sure you guys are preparing vociferously for it. Well, what a fantastic event this has been. The marshals are very excited to serve their community in this role. And remember, it's not just for the Oktoberfest weekend. They're in this role for the next calendar year.
It's
so,
a huge
very deserving
commitment.
marshals. We're looking forward to Oktoberfest in a couple of weeks.